Right, what's up guys? So today you join me from the driver's seat of a 2005 Lexus GS430. Massive thank you to Fast for bringing this car down. One thing I have to point out before I even start this video, why am I even doing this? If you don't know, I've just sold my Lexus GS430, identical spec, colour, everything to this. It didn't have all the nice bits on it like this one does. And I'm going to regret driving this because I don't really want to get into another Lexus, but this one is just the nuts, it really is. But let's go through the car. This is the 4.3 litre V8 variant of the GS range. This is a Mark III, my favourite generation if I'm honest, and this is higher spec than my one. So this has radar guided cruise control, it has sports suspension. Well, it did have sports suspension. It's actually running the Tyne coilovers now, which I must admit, if you're in the market for a bigger Japanese, you know, comfy car, these coilovers are still very comfy, especially being this low. This one's actually sat on 20-inch Japanese racing wheels, lovely bit of concave and a bit of stretch on these wheels. It also has the full lip kit that I really wanted for mine. So what this is what mine should have looked like, I think, and everybody can agree with that in the comments below. Mine should have looked like this, and it's a shame that I didn't do it because I am absolutely in love with this thing. And here's why. If you look at the depreciation on Lexuses, it favours the second-hand car market greatly. You can pick one of these unbelievable cars up for next to nothing. Go on eBay, go on Auto Trader right now, and you'll see exactly what I mean. There's a very good reason as to why I had mine, and it was just the value was there. And again, in this one, although modifications are going to be expensive if you want to buy one of these and then modify it after, the buying process is going to be relatively cheap. Let's touch on the V8 engine though. Now, you would usually get about 15 to 18 mpg in one of these, you know, running around just under the 300 brake horsepower mark from these. They do have a good get up and go, although the car is quite heavy. But this one has been put onto LPG. LPG is one of those things, in my opinion, that if you're willing to go to LPG stations, you know, if there's one close to your house, it will benefit you hugely. You know, 15 to 18 mpg on the petrol, the LPG you're getting, you know, high 30s mpg, and you still get that fantastic soundtrack of a V8 noise sat behind you. I know a lot of people are like, oh, if you can't afford a V8, don't buy one. But here's your happy medium. You could daily drive this car for a fraction of the price that it came out for a fraction of the price that it actually costs to run it as well on the LPG. It's a winner. It is the biggest winner in the world, and I'm so regretting right now driving this car because it is exactly what I see and what I want in my cars. Value for money, depreciation on the second-hand car market, you can't argue with that. It is awesome for the second-hand car market. And you get all of this luxury. You get the heating and cooling seats. This has cooling seats on it as well. It has sat-nav. Yeah, it's outdated, don't get me wrong, but it's still there. You've got reversing cameras. You've got every button you could ever want in any car. It's got a reverse, like the blind goes up and down when you put it in reverse. It is literally got everything on these. And this one especially is the pièce de résistance of having that engine on the LPG. It doesn't get any better than that. You realise the value for money and what you can actually get for yourself when you drive something like this. It is outstanding, and I love these cars to the moon and back. I can't praise them enough. And if you're in the market for one of these, go and drive one. You'll know exactly what I mean. The comfort levels are there. It's got it's just the perfect daily driver cruiser if you ever want one. It is perfect in every way, and it still has the get up and go if you want it to. So guys, let's have a quick look around this GS430. Now, reminiscing hard in this video, So I'm going to go through the car. These are pretty much the parts that I would have put on my Lexus if it was still here. So this is the 2005 third generation Lexus GS430. It has the 4.3 litre V8, just under 300 brake horsepower in one of these. Coming up the front, it has the debadged grille, so the Lexus badge has been taken off. It has the IN GS full lip kit, so that consists of the front lip just there, the side skirts coming down the side, and the rear lip on the back. Love this kit. The lip kit looks, you know, so good. It makes the car look so much better. It just sits so low with the bodywork. It's also on Tyne coilovers, which are really comfortable. I had BC Racing on mine and I thought they were comfortable. These, you know, although they are more expensive, they've got more adjustability, I think, than the BCs, and they do a very good job at keeping the comfort side of this Lexus in check. It also has 20-inch Japanese racing wheels, 10-inch front, 11-inch rears with some quite serious concave. You can see the concave on them. Absolutely awesome. Coming around the back, it actually has non-factory tinted windows, so I think from the factory they were a little bit lighter in these, the tinted windows, so this is an aftermarket tint. Also has the boot spoiler on this one that I would have loved to put on mine. It also has Vortex back boxes on it. It also has centre pipe delete and the centre decat taken out as well. Coming inside the car, this actually has a different steering wheel to mine. It has the sort of wooden mahogany steering wheel to it. It also has radar on this as well, which mine didn't have, but this obviously being a higher model has these features in it as well. Absolutely everything under the sun in one of these. So as I step in, you've got keyless start and keyless go in all of these Lexuses of this generation. You've got heating and cooling seats just down here, so by flicking that from side to side, you have the heating and cooling. This one actually has suspension settings, which I didn't have on mine, which is quite a cool thing, so you could put it in sport. It also has the power and snow modes for the diff at the back and traction control on and off. Coming on to the steering wheel modes for, you know, music, up and down music there, change the track. Also has phone and Bluetooth on these as well, and voice command, which is not too bad. If we press the start button, you will see the steering wheel actually comes towards you as well, which is a pretty cool feature. I always loved the look of these dashes as well. This one has a couple of lights that need to be coded out because of the exhaust, and also coming into the center main screen as well, everything touchscreen in one of these. So you've got the nice sat nav, you've got climate as well, which is all touchable like that. Audio as well. These sound systems are unbelievable in these GSs. Honestly, they've got speakers in all the doors, but they also have a sub just in the back there as well. And just coming down here, they have more buttons hidden away, so you have your petrol, your boot, your mirrors as well, cluster dimming and all that sort of stuff. But it also has the rear screen at the back, so if you were to press that, you actually have a rear screen in one of these that goes up and down, and that actually goes up and down as well when you shift it into reverse. And if you do shift it in reverse from this really cool shifter, which I'm quite a big fan of, these have reversing camera as well. So a lot of spec in one of these, and I cannot show you guys enough as to why I had one of these. And I never really did a review on mine, and I want to sort of explain. Value for money in these is absolutely hilarious. These rival brand new cars, these cars, they really do. And, you know, although on, you know, petrol, this one is getting, you know, 15, 18 mpg, this one's actually on LPG, so you're, you know, in the high 30s on LPG on the actual gas, which is exactly how you'd want it to be. So you can still cruise around with the soundtrack of a V8, but not the fuel economy. So massive respect for getting it LPG converted on this one. It's something that I would have definitely done as well. And yeah, I'm in big love with this car, and I shouldn't buy another one. I know I'm gonna. Oh god. It will cruise at 100+ miles an hour with no problems whatsoever. These do have a sport mode, so you can flip the gearbox over there, fourth, third. It actually indicates in front of you, so second. CVT gearbox though A lot of people don't really like them. I actually quite like my one in my GS. I like this one as well. They're relatively responsive. Yes, they're not going to be as responsive as any DSG, you know, S-tronic thing that you're going to get from Audi, but this is a compromise between a luxury car with, you know, a relatively sporty gearbox. It does its job though. You're not, you know, expecting to tip this into sport mode, press, you know, the power mode down here and expect it to, you know, come to life and rip your face off. Because it's a cruiser, it's a luxury car, and it does have that just awe about it, the size, the comfort. It's just a massive winner, and I can't praise them enough. And until you've, you know, driven a Lexus or, you know, owned one for a certain amount of time, especially one like this, you won't really get it. And you'll always, you know, oh, BMWs are better, Audis are better. They're better in ways, but not in the comfort side, not in the, you know, prestigious, nice materials, you know, just the way I would have cars. This is how I would have them. The overtaking ability. The difference between this one and my one, especially, the surge of power, when you really start going, it just, the torque figure comes in. So guys, I hope you like the video. I hope you like this car. It's a massive reminiscence moment of me, you know, remembering why I had one of these, and the shameful fact that I don't really want to get into another one, but they're such good value for money that I do want to get into another one. But I'm trying not to. I'm trying to break away from my Lexus trend, but it's hard to when you drive one of these and realise the potential of having one versus value, and everything you get in one of these is just on another level. It really is. Massive thank you to Fast for bringing it down. Huge respect for you, man. This car is insane. I absolutely love it. Try not to buy it off you right now, if I'm honest, while driving it. I really am. If you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit me a subscribe. I'm going to go and reminisce about Lexuses now and try not to buy another one. I hope you liked the video. If you have, let me know in the comments. I don't want to have to buy another one of these, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Thank you for watching the video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.